Hello everyone, it's Just a Dad. Today we're going to do all the maintenance on the Roborock Saros 20. So I've got some generic and some OEM parts here. We're going to try to save some money. So I've purchased over 5 of these generic parts and they're all looking really good. The best place to find the products that I recommend is my website, justadadapproved.com. If you end up purchasing a product off of my website, the product's not going to cost you anymore, but I do earn a small commission from the sale. Now, out of all of these, I think this is the one I'm going to use. I can't really pronounce it, Bix, but it seems to be the best so far. So in this video, we're going to replace the mop pads. We're going to clean the brush rollers, replace the side brush, clean all the sensors, replace the dust bag. We're going to clean the dirty water tank. I'm going to show you a cleaning hack. We're going to remove the tray, clean the tray down there. Then we're going to clean the dust bin filter and replace the dust bag. So I have had this Roborock Saros for over 2 months. I absolutely love it. It is going to be Just a Dad approved. That video is coming next right after this where I can talk about it and give you my scoring system. There are a couple things in the app that you should do. You've got to add all the carpet manually and then this becomes an amazing robot. Now thankfully the parts that we're using are all interchangeable with, it takes the same parts as the Curve X and as the 10R. Okay, we're going to take the dirty water tank to the sink. We're going to wash it out, clean it, and I'm going to show you a cleaning hack. I love Roborock. They got a tray here. We just take this whole tray. This is a new improved self-cleaning tray. As we can see, it keeps this area self-clean, but we do have to clean this and take this little filter out right here. Pinch that tab. So we got to do some cleaning here. But I like that down here, we don't have to touch it down here though. Okay, let's take a look at the dust bag. You're simply going to pull this tab and pull the whole thing out. Wow, it's full. Now, people ask me all the time, do robot vacuum cleaners actually work? Well, let's cut one open and let's see. Again, this has been at my house, so around the 2-month mark is when you should replace it. Wow, it is doing an excellent job of cleaning my home. Wow, lots of fine dirt. Lots of hair, big chunks, popcorn, even some cereal. This thing is doing an amazing job. Okay, let's take the dust bag. Now you're going to slide it down this track. It's a little tricky, but you want to get this down. There's a little thing that, make sure the bag doesn't get in the way of the track. Push it down. This has to be flush. This will be kind of exposed a little bit. I'll take the bag and then just kind of place it in there like that. Here's the solution tank. There's how much solution it's used in 2 months. Not a whole lot. We're going to turn our attention to the robot. We're going to turn it off. Hold the power button for about 5 seconds.
Turning off.
Now we're going to clean sensors. So we're going to get a dust-free cloth. This sensor, be careful, it's like a glass. There's a sensor here on the side. These are all really important sensors. You should be getting a notification to keep those clean. That's a sensor. This is a really important sensor for navigating. And then that's it. There's other sensors here. These are cliff sensors. Just going to wipe those off. That's a carpet sensor. We don't want to touch that. You could put a rag down in there. Just be very gentle. Don't poke it or anything. Okay, let's take the dustbin filter. Here's the dustbin. So I have not touched it. It does vacuum up a little bit of water, but not too bad. This filter is reusable. I like that. We're going to take this out. Be careful. It's extremely dirty. So let's get this and we can wash this all out. Down here looks good. Mop pads. You can see the doc's been doing a good job of getting them clean, but it kind of flattens them out. So what you can do is take them off. You can put these in your laundry. These don't need to be replaced yet. I mean, maybe you could, but put them in your laundry and it'll freshen them up. See how there's a bunch of dirt trapped in them? And then this is what the new set looks like. Take these off. This is in pretty good shape. We may wipe this around here. Let's take a look at the brush roller. It's in pretty good shape. We're gonna wash this. Take these. We're going to wash these too. These don't need to be replaced yet. So they do come off of this. Make sure we're getting just a couple hairs wrapped around that. We're going to wipe that all off. Yeah, good shape. Now this has those robotic feet that it deploys. I don't see any hair wrap. I don't see anything going on here. Nothing's, I don't see any hair wrap around the front wheel. And same with over here. It looks in good shape. Okay, side brush. That is a number 2 Phillips. You want to hold everything. Unscrew it. The screw stays with it. There's no hair wrap around here. This one probably doesn't need replaced, but I just want to show you. There's like a triangle. So line up the triangle. It'll only go on one way. Don't force it. It'll fall down into that groove. You may have to start the screw. Yeah, make sure you just like take it off, line it up, and then it's going to go down and seat itself as you're tightening that screw. If it's not lined up properly, it's not going to sit flush. So we can see it's lined up properly because of how it's sitting. If it's not lined up properly, it's going to be kind of tilted. So I am noticing a bunch of hair right here. Now, there is a bunch of hair right there. And what you can do is, I'll put a link to this. This is on my website also, justadadapproved.com. There is quite a bit of hair here and here. So let's, typically we don't have to do quite as much of this on robots. This is, just want to be careful of the carpet sensor. Don't damage that. But, so it looks like there was quite a bit of hair. Okay, let's start off by cleaning the dirty water tank. This kills bacteria. So we want to, these things will get to stinking a lot. But when we're done cleaning it, every time I empty one, I put an Effordent tablet in it. And you can get a link to this brush on my website, justadadapproved.com. It's just the perfect brush we're going to use for cleaning everything. Okay, every time I empty it, I'm going to put one of those tablets in there. As the dirty water fills up, that will kill the bacteria. Effordent tablets, denture cleaning. Make sure the seal's in good shape. That's how it creates the suction. Okay, let's get everything soaking. I like to use Dawn dish soap. Inside the dustbin. All right, now probably the most satisfying. We don't have to spray any chemical on this. This is the most satisfying. It is reusable. You do have to throw them away once in a while. I mean, after a couple cleanings, that's usually a good idea. But this one, I think we're going to be able to use it. But the biggest thing is letting it dry. Letting it dry in the sun. So these will actually have a lot of dirt on them. You'll be very shocked how much dirt is on these. These are in pretty good shape. We can reuse these a little bit more. Dustbin, it's in pretty bad shape. But it's all easy to clean. But the hardest part is just letting it dry. We're going to verify this trapdoor is in good shape. I like that this tray comes all the way out for easy cleaning. Don't forget about the door. Very easy to do the maintenance. This is a filter. We want to get this filter nice and clean. And you can see how this brush just cleans everything so easy. Now, if you find yourself in a hurry, this blower, you can get this stuff pretty dry with this blower. Same with this. It is best to let them sit outside or put them on a register, but this thing does a really good job of just speeding up the process. And let's not forget this part. I got a really damp towel. You may have to let it soak, but you don't want to damage this membrane. That's a really thin membrane. We're going to wipe this off We don't want to get water inside the robot, so just wipe this off. Okay, let's put the tray back together. We got to put this in at an angle, then push down. It should click in. Make sure that float is there. And then this simply just slides in. I love that design. Here we've got the mop pads. Now we want to engage that Velcro. Press down on that. Make sure that Velcro is engaged. And those simply just snap in. Find your brush rollers. Find the red one. We're going to slide this on. You may have to turn it once in a while till it clicks. Find the, I like to call it the L. Then you're going to go in at an angle. There's the red side. Go in and down. Same with over here. The gray to gray. Find the R. Go in at an angle. And down. Get the door. Put the front feet in first. Kind of wiggle it. And you should hear click, click. Looks like we may have to wipe that off inside. That's that auto empty area. We may have to wipe that down a little bit. Just open the flap and you can get in there and wipe that down a little bit. But here I do have the new filter because the filter I used wasn't dry. And it's got a little handle. Make sure the handle is up. Put this side in first. There's like a little recess area for it to go in. Push it down. Make sure that's nice and flush. Put it in, nice and flush. Okay, let's go into the settings. First, let's check the history. It's cleaned 77 times, 137 hours, 48,000 square feet. We did get some stuck sometimes. I'll explain that in the full detail. But let's go to maintenance. And this is where we need to reset. So the filter, I need to reset it. It's going to reset the timer. I can do it right from this screen, I like. I didn't replace that, so I won't reset that. I did. Now that has, now the sensors I definitely need to reset. Mop is replaced as needed. Cleaning tray, reset that for sure. Dust bag is replaced as needed. Now, in my very next video, this robot is just a data approved, but there's one thing that I found to be a little, not really hard, but you have to go in and manually add where the carpet is. Typically, I don't have to do that on robots. For this one though, I did. And make sure you set it to where it removes the mop pads, leaves them at the base station whenever it's on carpet. This did struggle a little bit whenever, before I had told it where all the carpet is, sometimes it would drag the mop pads on carpet, and when it was vacuuming, it raises them up, but it just caused some problems. Once I told it where all the carpet was in the map, and it's very easy in the settings, you just click on the map, edit surface, carpet, and then you add a rectangular carpet and you add it where the carpet is. So thankfully I had some big rooms. You can see when it added it, that's that circle. That didn't really make a whole lot of sense. Typically robots, I let them figure out where all the carpet is because they have a carpet sensor and they do a good job, but for some reason this one did not. But it was a whole different ball game. Once I manually added the carpet, it worked flawlessly. So be sure and check out that next video. My very next video, I'm going to give it the Just a Data Approved sticker. This is an amazing robot. Again, I did buy this with my own money. It wasn't paid for this video. I lived with it for over 2 months and I absolutely loved it. It did have a hassle factor when I first got it home. I was like, oh, what's going on with this? There was something up and I just couldn't put my finger on it. Thankfully, I was able to figure it out at just a setting that I typically don't have to do. But this thing is an amazing robot. JustADataApproved.com. If you purchase a product off of my website or in this video, the product's not going to cost you anymore, but I do earn a small commission from the sale. And on my website, there will be maintenance tips and tricks, how to do the maintenance on this, and I'll put a link to those generic parts. We can save some money with these generic parts. Thanks everybody for watching. If you found this video helpful, hit the like and subscribe button. Also check out where you can find all my approved products on my website, JustADataApproved.com. You'll see a little link to it here at the end of the video. If you click on that, that's going to take you right to my website.